Peace. It's the God, man. Minister Jap, man. Y'all already know, man. Like, share, subscribe to Realist channel on YouTube, at the Minister Jap on Instagram, at the Minister Jap on Twitter, Minister Jap Hussein on Facebook. I got 3 of them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Almost out of Facebook jail on one of them. We gonna turn up. Man, make sure y'all definitely find me on all these social platforms. I want to thank the audience. You know, we growing, man, at a rapid rate, man. Getting a lot of emails, a lot of topics I gotta address, man. I gotta get to all these topics. And I'm gonna make sure I do that because y'all the reason why this platform is growing how it's growing. So last night I got an email from a brother. God damn, I gotta start remembering y'all names, man. But I gotta touch on this topic. This shit was funny as shit. And I was like, yo, I should have been talking about this shit, man. The church simps, man. The church simps, man. Oh my fucking God, man. Niggas in church, man. Really, you know, they go balls out for the worst type of bitches, man, just for pussy. You know what I'm saying? All in the name of the Lord, you know. These niggas pretty much, you know, put on a facade, you know, everything is scripture this, scripture that, you know, Bible study this, Bible study that, but they be in the church fucking all the single mothers, you know what I'm saying? And the church, believe it or not, is a fucking haven for single mothers. It actually pretty much they don't judge them. They give them a pass. It's a place where they know they can't get judged and shit like that, you know, and it really enables their fuckery, you know. When the black woman hits that wall and she goes on a dating scene and realizes that her and all these kids makes her, you know, less desirable, one or two things is gonna happen. She's either gonna go gay for a little while or go heavy in the church. And most of the time they go heavy in the church. You know, you start to see the born again this, born again that, but every real nigga knows if you want to find a freak, you go to the church. You know what I mean? I mean, it's evident. You see the fucking pastors, you know, fucking the flock, you know, and the bitches that's in the flock are those single mothers, you know, are those single mothers. See, the problem with women is they're stupid in a sense of their feelings are easy to play with. It's easy to play with a woman's feelings because they make all their decisions off their feelings. For instance, if you want to get some pussy out of a bitch, the easiest way to do it is tell her you love her. You know what I'm saying? It's some niggas who play that game, man. It can backfire. It can backfire real heavy, man. And that's what a lot of them preachers do. You know, they coddle to their emotions, make it seem like they're gonna leave their wife and they're so unhappy. And then you hear them stories about, you know what I'm saying, the mistress and the wife fighting in church and shit like that, man. Church is some bullshit. I'm gonna do a whole video on just church. I'm gonna give church that work. I'm gonna actually walk the streets and just really give church that business because church is some bullshit. But a lot of niggas prey on scorned women coming into the doors of the church, you know, and wearing their fucking, you know, wearing their whole fucking heart on their sleeve. They go into church and make these fucking confessionals to everybody and, you know, tell them about how, you know, they want to tell their side of the story. They don't want to tell how they was a ratchet ass bitch, you know what I'm saying, going to the club every weekend, fucking every nigga that, you know what I'm saying, pulled up clean and shit like that. Now you ended up with 2 babies by 2 different niggas. And you're wondering why no man wants to fucking marry you. So they go to church hoping that I'm gonna find me a good man and this, and this. Now, two things. Church has predators and church has simps. To me, all of them motherfuckers is simps, but you know, some of these motherfuckers are in the church purposely to get pussy. Now you have simps who, you know, are in church and who will really buy into these bitches bullshit. You know, because like that Tyler Perry movie and all that shit, like that shit's not far-fetched. There are niggas who will take on a black single mother's baggage with no problem. But see, that's that woman lowering her standards, because generally he's not a fly nigga, he's not an in-shape nigga, he's not a nigga with any type of swag or any type of game himself. He's in church because he's a mama's boy ass motherfucker. He really don't have no type of game. He's getting taken advantage of. Women go to church to find a man that they can take advantage of. But what happens is a lot of times they get taken advantage of because a lot of these dudes will play the role like they're really into the church and shit like that and want to do all this born again bullshit. And after they done fucked about 3-4 guys in that church, they leave the church, and then you hear these fucking women talk about something. I'm spiritual. That's a big one. That's a big one. You know, most women who run around here claiming that I don't really get into the religion thing and this and this, I'm spiritual. That's because they done fucked a lot of church niggas, and they really can't show their face in the church no more. You know, and you know, instead of saying that now I'm atheist, they rather say I'm spiritual now because they've been let down. They were hoping that they were going to go to church and meet a husband, but you cannot meet a husband. You know, well, you can, but your percentages are low to meet a husband with all those fucking kids, you know? So, like, what happens is they go in there, you know, it's, hey, sister, this, and this. And, you know, they get these women get really involved in the church really fast, you know, and after that, you know, the guy, he will, you know, be like a confidant and, you know, play the role. And then eventually, you know, they start dating and they start fucking around, you know. Like, they don't act like they're in church when they're in church. I mean, how can I say this? When they're out of church, they don't act like they're in church. You know, for instance, when they're out dating, you know, the fucking old spirits come back. You know, the motherfuckers get a drink in their system, they back, you know, fucking like heathens. Then they go back to the church. But see, what happens too is these bitches start dating a nigga from church, and then the church nigga is being nice to all of the women. You know, that's what church niggas do. And she gets jealous, and then it turns into some other bullshit. So then they bring that bullshit to the church. That's why I always said I don't never fuck with these church motherfuckers, because I see the bullshit going on. I would never disrespect the house of the Lord trying to motherfucking, you know, holler at chicks. There's so many chicks running around here, man. I got some restraint. A lot of niggas don't, but hey, that's on them, man. You know what I mean? You know, I'd rather not be in there trying to holler, because, you know, my intentions ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? Up front, you know. Now, there are some good cases. There's some good cases. There's some people who've met in church, and you know, that shit didn't turn into something. But a lot of times, these people, you know, these women come to the table. They're not fucking. They don't have a bunch of fucking kids and baggage. You know, these women are actually good wifey material, you know, walking around the church. But, you know, what happens with these single mothers, they go to church looking for a simp and end up getting pimped, you know. And then they start talking bad about church people and shit like that. That's because you motherfucking went into church, you know, trying to find love, which is some bullshit. You know, that Christian mingle shit. That shit ain't nothing but a cesspool. You motherfuckers fucking everybody in the church. You know, and I see it all the time, man. You know, especially with these pastors, man. These pastors, you know, they got their pick on all of the desperate women. All these women go to church because they desperate. It's like when everything else fails, They know they can go to church and get them a man. And that's what everybody tells them, oh, you're going to get you a good man in church. Well, niggas found out to go to church and pretend to be good men. And that's why you're fucking, you know, used and abused and left hanging. But these niggas be simping so hard up in the church, man. You know, they tell black women that, you know, you don't need nobody, God got you, and, you know, all that shit, you know, letting them believe that their single mother situation isn't that bad. You know, there's a man out there for you. Yes, there's a man out there for you. You know who the man is? The man that's out there for you is that other nigga with a bunch of kids. And y'all need to get together and form the Brady Bunch. Like I told y'all motherfuckers, stop fucking kidding yourself. Date who you supposed to date. You are supposed to be dating baby daddies at this point. Stick with that, man. Stay in that lane. That's why you keep fucking getting your feelings hurt, you know? But, man, it's your brother, man, Minister Jap, man. Hey, get in these comments, man. Let's talk about these church simps, man. I need to hear some more stories about niggas preying on single mothers in church, you know, preying on these fat bitches in church. Praying on just like, oh my God, when a bitch hit the wall, she knows she gonna go to church and meet her man, you know, and it's them desperate, them thirsty niggas be up in there, man, you know, getting on, man, you know. You ain't even gotta go to the club, man, just go to church. But, man, like, share, subscribe, man. If you feel so inclined, you can leave a donation or bring me 10 subscribers. Make sure y'all email me topics and suggestions at the Minister Jap on Twitter, at the Minister Jap on Instagram, Minister Jap at gmail.com. Peace.